Yo, what's up guys? It's Cheese here. I hope everyone's having a good day. In today's video, I want to share with you guys how to max out your damage on Inferno staff. Now with this, I've been using this Inferno staff recently and I've been hitting a lot of crits in game and I've been doing a lot more damage than I used to. So today I'll be explaining the Inferno staff that I use on my Psyker now and why it's a lot better than any other Inferno staff I use. I've talked to some players I play with about this and it's definitely the best way if you guys want to do the most damage possible in game, and I'd highly suggest running this and trying to get this type of staff. Also, you'll be hitting a ton of crits, so who doesn't want that? So to begin with, you guys will look at this and wonder why I have 0 warp resist on it and I have a damage and a quell speed dump stat. Now I just purchased this from the armory and I got super lucky with my stat roll on it, but I kept this one and I use this one as my main staff in game now because it actually outputs way more damage than a fully upgraded staff. Now basically why I run that 0 warp resistance is to use warp nexus to the maximum ability. So when I'm at max peril in game and I use my venting shriek, when it goes down my peril, I can instantly get it back up, so I have that maximum crit chance. And then as soon as it hits 100% again, after having 6 charges of warp siphon, I'll be able to use my venting over and over again. And basically I'm just using warp nexus and using it to its maximum capability. So to begin with, why do I put damage as a dump stat? So basically what damage is on any staff or anything in the game, it's your initial damage that you put on a target. So with the Inferno staff, by you using your mouse 1 or your secondary ability, it's just the damage that hits the target. It's not the burn damage. It's 2 different stats. And these are completely different stats. It doesn't affect the burn damage at all. It's just that first hit that you put on the target. So you can see here all my stats on this staff. So I got a 0.35 secondary action burning intensity. And then my primary action damage is 30. And then my secondary action damage first target is 18. So say when I'm using this staff in game, so this will just be my first hit. So you can see here that I'm running no talents at all. And then the current staff I'm using has unyielding enemies on it, 25% damage, blaze away and warp nexus. So just this first hit does 82, as you guys can see there. And then it will tick for 2. So as you guys can see there, at max stacks of blaze away, I was at 106 that time. So now if we put on the staff I used to use, so a max damage stat, and then I do my damage here, it's at 90. So the difference of my first attack is only 8. And then 116 for full stacks of blaze away. And then same thing here with the secondary fire. Basically, your damage is just getting added to those burn stacks. So that 80 damage you're hitting or that 100 damage you're hitting, that's just being added to those burn stacks. So say if you're doing a secondary attack and you hit them 10 times with that secondary action, then it would be 10 times the difference between the 60% staff and the 80% staff. So really when you're fully charged up and you do a fully charged attack with your secondary action, you're only really doing around 80 to 100 more damage with that damage dump stat, which is absolutely nothing, especially when you're using it on a high health bar enemy. And these enemies having tens and thousands of health, it's a very small difference. Really the biggest thing with these staffs is that burn damage, and now I'll be explaining that. So if we go back to the Inferno staff I'm running, so it's at 77% burn. So now as you can see here, this is the burn stat. So you want this max damage over time stacks. You want that at 15 because that's going to be the maximum amount that you can burn an enemy at. Now if you're purchasing one of these staffs, then you don't want one at 14. 15 is what you want. So you can be around 70% burn when you buy a staff and you'll still have those 15 stack. And then just below it says damage over time application rate. This is very, very minimal how it varies. So if you were to have a staff at max burn, it would be at 0.35, and then this one is at 0.34. So that's literally just a millisecond of a difference between the two staffs. So there's not difference there at all. And then even if you were at a 70% burn, this would still be at 0.34, 0.33, and it's a very small difference. As long as those over damage stacks are at 15, and that's what you're looking for. So now you can see here, so this is the staff that I currently use. So I'm applying those soul blaze stacks. It's a little blue number above the health bar, so that's at 15 right now, and it's ticking for 228. So that's really what you're looking for your damage. So now let's say if we have a burn of 9%, so I'll apply the max stacks for 9. So now I can only get 9 stacks of soul blaze on this guy. I'm doing a lot less damage. It only ticks for 78. So you can see kind of where the damage stat can be a dump stat, and your burn is a lot more important than anything else for damage wise on the staff. And then on top of that, you want your cloud radius stat to be as high as possible, just so you can hit more enemies and be more effective with your range. So your two most important stats here is definitely your burn and your cloud radius. And then your top 3 here, your damage, warp resist, and quell speed is what you want to dump. Now taking a look at your warp resist, what's kind of the best number to be at? Well, really anything under 10% is what you want to be at. I've seen people run like 15. It's not a huge difference being 15 or at 0%. Really the only thing with it is your primary attack. So here I got my 0 warp resist, and if I just primary, then it multiplies it by 6 or 7 sometimes. I was not trying to make that joke. So you can see here when it multiplies, so that was 6, that was 7, and that was 6 again. And now if we take a look at a 13% warp resist staff, so that was 6, 6, 6, and it's pretty much just 6 all the time. That was 5 right there. That was 5 again. So it's really 5 and around 6% for your primary action. And then with your secondary action, usually when you fully charge this and let it off, it's going to be around 45, just under 50. And then my 0 warp resist staff, this is going to be around 50. So around the same for the secondary. So it's really just your primary fire for that warp resist, and then a few percentages on the secondary attack. But as long as you have it around 10%, then you should be good to go for this. Like I said, it's all about just getting that peril up as quick as possible so you can hit those crits. And now we can look at quell speed. So I usually dump quell speed on staffs anyways, but the difference between a 60% and an 80% quell, it's very minimal. And you don't want to be quelling with this build, so that's why you dump it also, because you'll be having your venting shriek back so quick that you don't need that quell. And then just to go over the build real quick on how you gain your soul stacks. So first we can start with perilous combustion. So when you're at those max stacks, which is 15 for the soul blaze, the only way for you to get more than 15 stacks is getting this passive to proc. So if you kill an elite or specialist, it will gain an extra 3 stacks from killing those enemies. So if you just kill one, then it will be at 18 stacks, and then it will just keep adding on. Depends how many elites and specialists you kill. And then if you wanted more soul blaze on the target as well, venting stacks onto it as well. So when using your venting shriek at max peril, you'll put 6 stacks of soul blaze onto the enemy. So if you already have 15 stacks, and then you put an extra 6 on it, then you'll be at 21 stacks, and then whatever elites and specials you kill around them. And then of course going into warp siphon, this is where we're going to get our venting shriek back as soon as possible. So simply by just killing an elite or specialist, we'll be gaining a warp charge, and then this will put cooldown towards our next ability of venting shriek. Once we have 6 of these, then you'll be able to do the rotation I'll show you guys here in just a minute. And then we want to pick up warp battery with that. This will give us 6 charges. And then of course going into Fire Reborn, this will just make us gain those warp stacks quicker. So I'll show you guys, I'll be at 6 stacks of warp siphon here, and then I'll do my secondary move, and then I'll venting, and then I'll charge it again. And then I'll do one more, and I'll just hold it just for a second, and then right there I'll get my venting back. So you can do two full charges before you can venting again, as long as you're killing specialists as well. And then, yeah, so that's basically the rotation that you do with this. You just do 2 full holds of your secondary attack, and then you'll have your venting back, as long as you have 6 stacks of the warp siphon. Also, I just want to mention that no one's going to be perfect with this in the game, just because of how enemies are and everything. But if you can get this down and this rotation down with big hordes in front of you, then that's going to be your maximum damage potential. But you'll see in my gameplay, I do quell every so often, and sometimes I don't completely do this rotation right, but I definitely try to when I go for it. Now, I was getting cooldown regeneration on Psykinetic's aura. This will just kind of play into your games and help out your venting shriek cooldown. But even if you didn't run this, you'll have that venting shriek after 2 full charges of the Inferno staff, and you're just basically gaining that peril so you get as much crit chance as possible and putting out way more crits in the game. So I'm just going to show you guys examples of my scoreboard history here with these two. So in this game right here, I was using just my normal Inferno staff that I used to use. So this is your 80% warp resist and a quell speed dump stat into it. So you can see on the leaderboard I did 1.4 million damage, and then I had 3.2k crits in a game that was 27 minutes and 32 seconds. So not a bad game. I would take that. That's what I usually get for crits, around that 3k mark. If I'm doing Orc Maelstroms, or even Havocs, I'll be around 3.5 or 4k. And now if we look at this one, this is a 27 minute and 18 second long mission. So I did 1.876 million damage. And then on top of that, I did 4.4k crit. So this is 1200 more crits in the game and a lot more damage. These numbers were also from the exact same Orc Maelstrom as CIVI. So you guys can see how many more crits you can hit if you're just using a staff like this, and how much more damage you can actually output. And personally, using the 2 staffs and comparing them back-to-back games, I find the one that I'm running now with the 0% warp resist way better than the one that I used to use. I feel like I'm just doing a lot more damage, hitting those crits and just killing hordes instantly. And it's really nice because I'm doing hundreds and thousands of more damage also. But yeah, if you guys want to try this, I would definitely suggest it. All you have to do is go to the armory, and then if you guys do have a lot of dockets, just try to gamble your money away and just keep buying staff, and then you can just check them out. So you want your burn and your cloud radius as high as possible, your warp resist to be around 10% or lower, then your dump stat being quell speed as much as possible, and then damage as well. And then once you kind of find a staff like this one, and then you just fully upgrade it, put your blessings and perks on it, and make sure you just don't consecrate it. But yeah, that's it from me. I just wanted to explain this to you guys. I'm going to show some gameplay now of this, and you guys can kind of see how much damage I do with this and how it works. Yeah, enjoy the gameplay and peace.
I'd keep your distance.
One top. You need to be together for this.
I'm dead. Marksman seems to have died.
Sims are here. Let's recover whatever we can.
Don't worry about being picky. I'll take any untainted Sims right off your house.
You really are shameless.
Especially for your fussy little beard over there.
Oh no! Trapper! You nailed the elves!
Patch yourselves up.
Getting packed down! Grenade one! It kills a Asian!
That's enough of that.
Major, kill confirmed! Walking bomb! My night is now remained! What's left of you?
Psycho.